What's up, guys? We're doing the tiling today. Well, I'm doing the tiling. That's the button that I placed. It was just what I've done here. I've just screwed that on using leftover drywall screws, enough to hold it. It's more than strong enough, more than steady. I've measured from there to the button. That's going to be roughly the size of my the height of the bathtub and the rest. From there onward, I need to begin tiling. Now, I've never done this before, but as with many things, you learn a bit, you watch a number of videos, and you have a go. So, no rocket science build, really, is it? Well, I don't do no rocket science build anyway. Well, no rocket science build stuff that I do here. So, I've made sure that that is straight. If that corner wasn't straight, then I'd have to start from midway sort of thing, or even halfway between there. That's from there to that line. You see, that's a tile. Start from halfway only so to make sure that I get a straight line from there all the way to that end, and then I could custom cut the pieces for this end if it wasn't straight. Now I'm using 4 tiles, so hence I marked them and I labeled them 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm stopping there and then going up 4 tiles, actually 4.5. I'm only going to stop there where you see that first top red mark, only because see above that red mark, that's where I have issues in terms of the wall going away. This was done by a professional plasterer, just bear in mind, this wasn't my job, although I did do the ceiling. Anyway, I can't be bothered to correct it, so we're going to do that and see how that goes. Now, this is sort of half wall tile style that we're going for, and see how that goes. I'll apply the same method over there. I've marked it here and there, as you can see, up to there where the bathtub will reach. But yeah, just gonna go above that and we'll take it from there. what I'm doing from time to time, I'm lifting them up from just randomly and just making sure that I got enough glue on it. This one didn't have enough, so I added more. I'm just gonna just notch it like that. That's enough to work with, basically. Yeah. So that goes straight back on, and hopefully it will. In the corner here, I left a gap only because it's important to leave gaps so that when the tile expands, they're not going to crack on. Well, they're not going to meet each other. It will meet over there for some reason. Clearly, the wall's not as straight as I thought it was. It was my first time. I think this is relatively successful, but more so because it was made easy due to the task at hand. It was just a simple process of plastering the mix and then slapping on the. Didn't do any cutting, as you can see, just straight on, and so it made life that much more easier for me. So to speak, then this is fine. As I showed before, I applied the same principle across. Now, would I have done this differently going forward? Yeah, I would have. But this is it, isn't it? You learn from all this. But this looks good. So it's relatively even, except for a few places here and there. But that's fine. It's livable. But yeah, going forward, I would do the brick effect only because imperfection is part of it. And so, yeah, cool. I left all that because of the angles and plus the wall, but yeah, that's fine. So cool. Now in between the gaps, excess mortar, I just cleaned it with the spacer. Now obviously, as you can see, I've placed the spacers sticking out purely because when it comes to pulling out, it should be a piece of a cake and not having to fight it. So that's the main reason why, and it works well this way. So yeah. As for excess stuff on the side, I just got rid of it using this 4-inch or 6-inch spatula, and then I just cleaned it with wet, damp sponge. That's really it. Yeah, that's it. That's job done. Tomorrow I'll get rid of the spacers and I'll unscrew the button, and then basically we move on. Then cool.